Hey, what's up guys? So I'm back with another style for the Big Flat Twist series, and I am loving this style. So let's get right into the products. I'm using some Two moisturizing twist locking gel and some grapeseed oil. The accessories I'm using is some hair beads, and these are on the natural looking side. I also use some mini bobby pins for the whole style, and that is it. So I really hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys at the end. Starting off, firstly, the tangle washed hair. I'm going to start my first part on my left, right next to my temple. This part does have a curve in it, and it's going to end in the back. And here's how it looks. I also did the same part on the other side in the same spot. Staying on the same side, I'm going to start my second part right below my temple. Now this part is going to have a curve in it as well. Now I'm going to split this middle section in half, and this part is going to be wavy. I'm going to do the exact same part on the other side. And here's how it looks. So after all of the parting, I'm left with 7 sections, 3 on the left, 1 in the middle, and 3 on the right. As I prep for my first flat twist, I'm going to first do some detangling, then I'm going to add some of the Two moisturizing twist locking gel, and then on top of that some grapeseed oil. After massaging that all in, I'm going to start the flat twist in the back and then work my way towards the front. And once again, what I do on this side will be done on the other side as well. These 2 flat twists that's on the left side that I'm doing right now are going to be facing towards my right, and then when I get it on my right side, those 2 flat twists will be facing towards my left. As for the bottom section, I'm going to split this section into 4 sections. And of course, I'm doing the exact same thing on the other side. But I am going to change the 4 sections into 2 sections. For my top section, I'm going to turn this section into a bunch of two-strand twists. I'm not using any combs, I'm finger parting it, and I'm doing 3 for each row. But when I get in the middle, the peak of my head, I did do 2 rows that had maybe 4, and then I went back to 3 for each row. Once I'm done twisting, I'm going to show you guys how it look. I'm also show you guys where I turn the 4 sections into 2 sections. And then I'm going to put my satin scarf on and head to bed. So it's the next morning, but first I'm going to take my satin scarf off and show you guys why I like to put on a satin scarf versus a bonded. A satin scarf lays and sets your hair. A bonded is just basically for maybe like curls, and if you have like a bun or maybe like a twist out, you know, something that's real fluffy. And as I mentioned, I'm using some hair beads. Starting with the top section first, I'm going to take all the 2-strand twists that's on the outside of the top section and the flat twist and gather them all together and then pin them to the side for now. I'm only focusing on the 2-strand twist that's exactly in the middle of my head. That row I'm going to start with first. So I'm starting in the back. I'm going to take 1 2-strand twist at a time and twist it a couple of times. And then I'm going to take one of the beads and glide it on to the 2-strand twist. Once I've done that, I'm going to roll the 2-strand twist into a wheel and then pin it down using different color beads as I go. And I'm going to do this to the whole middle row. And once I've gotten all the beads in, here's how it look. Now focusing on the 2-strand twist on the outside of the middle section, I'm going to take one at a time and wrap it around the middle section that I just did. I want it to look like a rope. So each one that I do, I'm just going to rope it around or wrap it around that middle section. And for every 2 ropes, I want a bead to show. As I get closer to the front, I'm going to continue on with the rope look and still focusing on making sure that each of the beads in this middle section of this top section is showing. I'm going to then grab one flat twist at a time and give it a little swoop and then pin it right in between one of the two-strand twists. And once I've done that, I'm going to check for anything that needs to be fixed. So I head to the back and notice that some of the two-strand twist is hanging too much. So I'm going to pin some of them down, because even though it has that loose look, I still wanted to have that mohawk shape. Once I finish shaping the mohawk, I head back over to my left side and focus on the two-strand twist that's on the bottom. I'm going to take 3 beads for each two-strand twist. Now in the package, they only had 2 reddish colored burgundy beads, so I wanted to use them a certain way. So I'm going to use one on the left side and one on the right side. And I'm doing 3 beads for each two-strand twist. So the 3 in the back is going to be 3 different color beads, and then the 3 in the front, I just kept it to one shaded color. And once I've done that, I'm going to grab both two-strand twists together and bring them up and then twist them together and then pin them in between the mohawk. And of course I did this on both sides. So I am back, guys. Please tell me you enjoyed the style. So if you want to watch more, please click the link on the top. And if you want to see what's coming up next, you want to hit that subscribe button to see new videos every week. Also, please, if you are new to my channel, or if you are one of my favorite subscribers, don't forget to run over to my vlog channel and see some behind the scenes videos for some of the styles that I do on my main channel. So I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, goodbye.